Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Another episode. Stupid.
Ghost hunting.
Stupid. Yeah, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to do a sit-down video talk story time about what is it? Ghost stories, I guess.
Ghost hunting.
Stupid.
Ghost adventure.
Our ghost busting days. Okay, so this is my aunt Cherylenes. She also has a YouTube channel, and I will link it down below. So go subscribe to her channel, check out her videos. We're also gonna do another video on her channel, so go check that out. I'm not even gonna say it. Just go check it out.
Okay.
Okay, so one of my videos I had talked about, there's just one thing I can't get over is closing the closet door, because when I was younger, there was nightly, you would say, there'll be like episodes,
a lot of activities
going on in the closet where I have to close my closet door no matter where I'm at. So now I finally get to talk about it. You guys kept bringing it up. Where to start?
Oh gosh, how old were you? You're like 10, 11?
Okay, so the house we used to live in was in Noslany. It was house number 5. Crazy. So I was in the dorm from kindergarten to 5th grade. Then after that, 6th grade, we moved into that house. I don't know what year that was, but it was 6th grade. And you were about...
I was in high school. Yeah.
Sophomore? I think she was about sophomore. I was about 6th grade.
Yep. Stupid. Yeah, we seen a lot of things in that house. I mean, we heard cabinets closing, doors closing,
people talking, kids running around, and then
dishes falling.
Mm-hmm.
But when you check, there's no dishes on the ground. Nothing. I remember one time Rhonda was small, and we used to scare each other. So she was just tiny, her and Rosita. They came into my room to try to scare me. So I came out, they ran out the door, and I guess they were in the living room with my mom. And so I was walking out, and when you walk out of the master bedroom, there's a door on the right hand side, and then there's another room further down on your right hand. It's like a little hallway. So that was Rhonda's room. So I seen a person walk in there. I just seen half of the body, just half a doorway, just walk through that door. And I was like, Rhonda, you better not scare me. I said. I kept walking, and I looked in there. There was nobody in there. Nobody. There's just a bed and the dresser, just empty room. And I kept walking out into the living room, and there she was. She was there with Sita and my mom on the couch. And I went back to that room. I did not see anybody in there. Not a single soul.
Stupid. Basically just a soul.
It was a transparent.
Stupid.
So that was one of them.
What about that night? Oh, we always slept in the room. I mean, in the living room. I always slept on the floor with Sita, and then my mom used to sleep on the couch. Nobody slept in the rooms because all the incidents happened in the rooms.
Yes.
So, do you remember that one night when you came back? I think it was about like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. You came back from Phoenix, and you were talking with Mom. Here's a couch, and here's a window.
Mm-hmm.
Me and Sita always slept there, like right here. And Charmaine was in her, I think she was in a cradle board or something, but she was little. And growing up in that house, you kind of like, how would you say, when you hear things, so in the middle of the night, you wake up easily.
Mm-hmm.
So that one night, she came back, and I heard them talking, her and my mom. Just being nosy, sitting there, laying there. Then I started looking around. Then I looked towards Sharon, and there was a man's face, like literally right here. And he was like looking at. Oh my goodness, I'm getting the chills.
She scared me when she said, she goes, "That man's right there." And I turned around. It was pitch black, so I couldn't see anybody back there. I got scared. The kids really got startled, and we all jumped at my mom. My mom. She was laying at the couch. She's like, "What are you guys doing? You gotta look." She's just yelling at us.
But I seen that man, like he was here, and then he put his head here, and then he was looking at you like he was listening to her because she was talking, and he was just looking at her. And just then I looked that way, and I seen that guy's head right here, so close to her, and I got the chills, and I was like screaming at her, telling her there's a man standing right next to you. Oh my goodness, that incident just still scares the hell out of me.
I can still picture her getting scared. That was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
There's one time too, me and Charmaine, we had the master bedroom back in the back room. We have a walk-in closet. The light comes on itself in there. Because, well, the light switch, you have to pull the string. But this one, the light comes on its own. We just hear like a little click.
But then the string would still be dangling though, and nobody would be touching it.
Yes, sometimes that little light will fall out of the closet, the ceiling in the closet room. It would be just dangling with lights. It would be scary. Sometimes the door would open by itself in the middle of the night. Sometimes the door would close. You could just hear the door close.
And it's not a sliding door. It's the one you have to like turn and pull.
Yes. So one night, too, we had a queen size bed in there. So me and Charmaine was sleeping in there, and she was in the cradle board. And the bed that we had no bed frame, so it sat on the floor. So there's no gap underneath. So I was laying there, and I heard like a shuffling sound in the room, like shoes, feet shuffling through the room. And all of a sudden, I just felt a cold breeze right in my ears and said, "Della." I heard a voice, and I got the chills. I grabbed Charmaine, and we just ran out the door, and I sat by my mom in the living room. I was so scared. I never slept in that room after that. I was so scared to even walk in there during the day, at night, because my stuff were all in there. And I felt that cold breeze by my ears, and it was so weird.
Wasn't it later we found out traditionally that Mom's friend was doing the majority of the stuff to us?
Yeah.
And her name was Della?
Yes, that was her name. Yes. So I heard a voice, and sometimes we would hear, I would hear like little tapping noise on my window also, and I was always scared to even look out the window. I don't even know what makes that sound. So I think my mom also heard a person talking in the kitchen. I remember her telling me sometimes like, "Oh, did you get that just tip? Somebody's talking in the kitchen." Or she'll say, "Dishes not needed, go check." Dishes are on the floor. I would go to the kitchen, turn all the lights on. There's nothing on the floor. Nothing.
To this day, I have to just to get from my room to the kitchen, I had to turn on all the lights just to get there and turn off all the lights just to get back because of that house haunts me.
Yes.
And to this day, I still have bad nightmares of little incidents in that house.
I think Mom used to see shadows, person walking by or chair flipped over or something.
Didn't Beast have an incident in the first room too?
In that master bedroom, my room? Yes. The bed fell in, and
he said he woke up and some lady took off after him, attacked him.
Yeah, I almost choked him or something.
Yeah, and then when he woke up, there was blood on the wall.
It's scary. I don't know. Maybe something's still in there. I don't think we even got any ceremony done for that house. I don't think we even got to that point. But my mom was going to church at the time, so we didn't.
She wasn't scared of it though.
She wasn't scared of it. She'll sleep in the living room by herself, and she'll be, when everybody goes out of town or something, she'll be at home alone. So, but there was always kids giggling or talking.
Oh yeah, I just said that. Oh, my mom picked us up early from school, me and Sitan, and my dad came back home, and he said he really needed to pee, so he ran into the bathroom. He was in there and realized that there was no tissue, and he started yelling for us because he thought we were home. And then somehow he got out of the bathroom with no tissue. I don't know what miracle he pulled. And he walked out and just
They were sold out.
And my mom, me, and my sister, we pulled up in the back. And he came out and he's like, "Where were you guys at? I was trying to call for you. I asked you guys to get me tissue and you guys running around all over the place and screaming." And their mom was like, "Why are you yelling at them? They were with me the entire time we were in Cherylenes." And then he looked at my mom and he goes, "There's kids running around the hallway and I thought it was Rhonda and Sita, and that's why I was screaming. All I seen was shadows running across and I just hear kids screaming and I thought it was the girls." In the back room, it was always kids, my dad, because that was my dad's room. He said one night there was a small couch and Jeffrey used to sleep on that one, and then my dad slept on the bed. Was it a bed?
Is it twin bed?
Yeah. And he said one night he got up and he looked up at Jeffrey, and there was a bunch of kids crawling all over him while Jeffrey was asleep.
I think he said there was one crawling on the wall, a shadow or something.
Oh my God.
All it is, like a spider. Spider-Man.
Let me show you.
Go through the straight, remember?
Remember you doing it last night?
He did that earlier coming over.
Oh God.
Yeah, this is a lot. It was always scary to walk through that door.
Everybody experienced something. Everybody that
stayed there. I think Yaj also experienced a person hanging by the door too when he woke up.
The back door?
Yeah. He saw a person hanging off the ceiling.
They said it was like a man figure that was hanging in the corner.
I think he was really freaked out. So after that, he didn't want to sleep in the living room again. So he goes back to the room. So we were always like rotating rooms to rooms because we were always scared to sleep somewhere. Anywhere we slept.
I always slept by mom though, like by her feet. Always slept right there. I had to sleep on the outside. I would sleep right between them.
But she used to see things too, huh?
She's seen a lot more things.
A long time when she was small, she used to see.
Who'd you used to see?
Who was that man?
Is that who you were texting?
Is that on your Snapchat?
Stupid.
So, yeah, it was scary. But that house, I think, is haunted.
I think so too. I've always wanted to like go there, knock on the door, and ask them like, "Have you guys
But you know what? There's people that moves in, they move
right
out.
back out.
Yeah, they move out right away. I don't know about now. And then the house next to my mom's house, there's a man. There's the house next door. A man died in that house too, sitting at his table. And people that move into that house are saying they're seeing things too.
I've seen a light from the kitchen turn on, and then it would turn off.
Yeah.
But the whole thing is disconnected. The house has been vacant for years and years and years and years. But I've seen a light turn on and off one night when we
They
were outside.
offered us that house one time when we were trying to move to Baton City. Y'all says no. Our house is haunted. It's like, okay. So we never
and
moved
we
in.
lived in the house that was probably more haunted than
I think they probably did like Ouija boards.
Speaking of Ouija board.
Oh God. Don't even get into that section. Oh God. God, that's another.
That's a whole nother story.
Another video.
It's a whole nother video. Some stupid stuff we did.
Yeah, lots of stupid things. That one's scary.
Yeah, don't do Ouija board.
Don't
at
ever
all.
try it. I don't care if it's paper or those block letters.
Stupid.
Or anything. Don't try it. It's scary. It's real.
But
So,
those are
yeah.
some stories. There's a lot of other stories people experience.
But I think I do still experience ghosts out here too myself. Like the apartment that we just moved in. We just moved in, and I have this I guess it was a carpet. It has Jesus' Last Supper. It's about maybe it's really big. And that used to hang up at my parents' house. I don't remember, when I was small, I remember hanging on the wall and always been hanging up somewhere in my mom's house. Ever since I was maybe 10, 5. So, anyways, that's the only thing I took from my mom after she passed away. And I just folded. So when we were moving into this new apartment here, I put it on top of one of our storage boxes because we were too tired of, unboxing our stuff. And I kept seeing that carpet or that little that thing laying on the floor. I kept picking it up, putting it back up there. Then it'll be laying there the next day again. Then I took it up, I put it away again. It'll be laying on the floor again. So I was kind of like wondering why it was doing that. So I bought a camera, one of those surveillance cameras. Stupid. So I set it up. It has a little night vision on it. So one night, I left it there again, and I was messing around with the camera. I was trying to set it certain angle, and I kept looking at my phone. It'll pop up, and then I get up. I rotate it. So one day I started walking over, and in that video clip there was a big, like a smoke or a white face started forming right by my head like this. So when I turned around, it just disappeared.
Maybe it was that same man.
It was about this big. I don't know. Maybe it's following you.
Stupid.
I don't know. But that's what I saw. And the kids, they are too scared to even sleep in other rooms too. My kids are, because they kept saying they hear noises in the other room. We would hear like a snap, somebody snapped their finger in the hallway or somewhere in that room in that apartment too. It's kind of creepy. So now we have the camera up all the time. So
It's one right here.
the one right there in front of you. So yeah, I think we should be a ghost hunter.
Stupid. We qualify.
We qualify.
We have all experience.
So yeah, that was crazy times. I don't know.
Yeah, I used to hate when Mom used to say, go in the room and go get me my sewing kit, go in the closet and all this. I was like, I don't want to go back there.
I don't know. I remember one time too, me and my daughter were staying home alone. These guys all went to Sky City, and they were out there, and they were supposed to come back that night, but they didn't come back.
We never come back.
So we were out there, we were in the house alone, just me and her, and I just locked up all the doors and windows, and I took her back to the back room, and I locked the door too. Next thing you know, I heard a door close in the house. I don't know which door it was. I don't know which door it was, and I was so scared to walk out because I knew my parents were still in Sky City. and there was no way nobody else would come into the house or have an extra key, or I don't know. I was so scared to walk out of that room, but I still did. So when you walk out of the room, there's a light switch right there, and then there's another light switch at the end of the hall. So when you turn that one on, this one, you know, it lights goes off. So either way, it turns on and off. So when I turned that light on, I started walking down, the light went off.
So somebody on the other side turned it off?
No, I was looking at the light switch.
So it was behind you then?
And probably did was behind me, but Yaj's door was closed. I got scared. I was standing right there by the washer and dryer. I didn't know what to do. And our light in the room, we have one of those dimmers. And when you dim the light, I had it as low as it can, and it went off too. I was standing in the hallway ready to cry because I was alone.
I would have been crying.
So I had to hurry back to the room, and I turned the light back on, and there was nobody in the house. I checked all the rooms, nothing. Walking around with a knife. Stupid. Just kidding. No.
So I wonder if it's like a family that had died there, because we've seen an old lady. Yash and I have seen a man, and then there were always a bunch of kids.
I don't know. I know those houses were built way before my mom moved in. So there was a couple of families that lived there, because that time it was just the red housings. And then they built those other brown ones. And then the one that Yash lives in now.
Yeah.
So a long time ago it was just the red housings. So I think maybe they were built back in the 70s, maybe? I don't know. But we'll always hear things. There's always something new.
Every night too. It's not just like, oh, every once in a while. Every night. Mom is never scared. She'll be in the kitchen late at night making dinner. Mom, turn the light on.
Yes. Or she'll be sitting at the table in the dark. Or one night I remember she says, I can't even sleep. I said, why not? I'm tired of these people talking. We're like, what? Where?
I'll shut up.
Turn the TV off.
But my dreams, it was always at that house. I remember 2 of my dreams. One of them, I went into the back. I was walking in the back, and where my mom used to sleep at, there's a big window, and that's the living room. And I was walking back, and in my mind, I already knew that this place was haunted. But in my mind, I already knew that my mom had passed also. So I was walking back there, and she always had these big flowers growing by the window. And I look through, and I see my mom sitting there, but I also see a bunch of people in the back. And then I was gonna walk in, and I stopped, and I remember, like, these are ghosts. My mom is not here. What am I doing? And when I woke up, I was thinking, like, I remember Mom used to see all these people. I wonder if those are the people that she's seen that I seen in my dreams. That's what I was thinking that night.
I don't know. So, yeah, that house is scary. Very, very scary. There's a lot more than just the ghosts that happen in that house, around the house. So,
yeah, so that's like the reason why I have to close my closet door. If Chad is there, baby's there, Sita's there, that's fine. But if I'm there by myself, that closet door has to be closed just for me to sleep. And I remember last week, somehow when you open the bathroom door, my room door shuts. When you open my room door, the bathroom shuts. I don't know, it's like the wind circulation, whatever. Stupid. So
she all twisted her ass.
the closet door, Chan closed it all the way, but he closed the front door and the closet door popped open. So it kind of scared me, but I didn't want to really think too hard about it and then scare myself, so I just left it alone.
Is it funny?
But those are some stories. Just wanted to do a little video on it, and we are already like at 26 minutes, so we're gonna cut it short. If you guys
next
want to
adventure.
stupid the next episode.
This will
We'll be back next week.
Continue.
But thank you guys for clicking on this video. If you guys have any other stories you guys want us to tell, let us know. We're gonna tell another story on her channel, so go check out her channel. I'm gonna link I'm gonna link her link. I'm gonna lick her.
She's just gonna like my videos.
Oh gosh, I'm getting red. I'm gonna link everything down there. Just go down there.
Just look down.
Baby's looking at me like, what's wrong with you? Alright, guys. We'll see you guys next time. Peace. Stupid. How?
Yeah, this.
Stupid. Alright, bye, guys.